The Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters proudly presents Angler and Hunter Television. Brought to you by Canadian Tire, Burris Optics, Mercury Marine and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Ammunition, Browning Firearms, Suffix Fishing Line, Rapala, Camillus Knives and Cuda Tools, and Yukon Gear.
I first started deer hunting back around 1991 with a small group of friends on a 100-acre parcel of land that we didn't really know much about. We basically spread out, found a stump or a rock, or brought an old patio chair into the woods and hoped a deer would pass by. Over the past 30 years, however, we've refined things a little and gained access to a couple hundred more acres next to the parcel we traditionally hunted. But, more or less, our group that includes my brother and 3 close friends has remained the same for 3 decades. We all have our spots in the woods where we think a deer will pass by, and most certainly being in camp for the first week of November is a tradition that none of us would easily give up.
When I first went hunting, I was hunting for a couple years, but then I went in with my dad's deer camp. I was 17.
I think the best moment I ever had was when my son came with me for the first time and he shot 3 deer and a bear the first week.
I bought, it was actually a Ranger shotgun from Canadian Tire that I bought. And the first year I got 3 deer and a bear with that gun, and that worked great. I used it a couple years after that.
That was the highlight.
Over the years, we've had some great encounters and certainly harvested our fair share of deer. But the last couple seasons, I've been fortunate enough to be able to bring my daughter with me as she enjoys the deer hunting experience. And this year, she turned 12 and got her hunting license, which is something she's wanted to do since she was just a little kid.
I like hunting because when you kill the animal, you get to try different foods that some people wouldn't want to try, but they end up really good pretty much 90% of the time. So yeah.
Now, with COVID taking its toll on how our daily lives work, we were unable to get August into the firearms course in time to get her license to use a gun, which means she can only use a bow or a crossbow to hunt at this point. So, like the great dad that I am, I figured I'd give her future deer rifle a try and hopefully show her that a .243 caliber with a 97 grain bullet is all you need to take down a deer. August's rifle is a Browning Able .243. And by shooting a lighter 97 grain cartridge, it offers low recoil and an accurate shot, even out past 200 yards.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television brought to you by Yamaha ATVs.
My deer blind is set up on the end of a ridge where it drops into a wetland and conifer stand. There's 3 pileated woodpeckers. And over the years has proven to be a great spot for deer activity, with most shots being 50 to 80 yards. But there are some areas where a 200-yard shot could be made, so keeping a keen eye and scanning with binoculars will give you an advantage at spotting deer. It's officially opening day of the gun hunt in southern Ontario. We've got 2 weeks in the deer woods, and everything's lining up perfect. The weather's fantastic. Just above zero. the leaves are all down, and deer movement in the last few days has really picked up. So here's hoping. This is a special year. One thing that's going to happen is Wednesday, I'm going to bring August in. She's my daughter. She just turned 12 and got her hunting license. So she's pretty stoked. Now, I'm going to be shooting a 243. Now, this is August's gun. She can't use it, obviously, this year, but this 243 ammo from Browning is made especially for whitetail. It's that rapid expansion bullet that I used last year to take down my big buck. I hit him back a bit, but he was quartered away from me, right? So you'll see that shot. I wanted it to go in on an angle, and it sure went in on an angle. Awesome deer. This is only a 97 grain cartridge, but made for whitetail, so I'm going to give it a crack with that little Browning 243 and see what happens. I guess first I got to get a deer in front of me, though. Let the games begin. We set up trail cameras and put bait out in hopes of getting some deer closer to our stands. And every year we get countless shots of does, fawns, spike horns, and the odd monster buck. But the reality is, we're here to get some deer for our group and fill our freezers. So we're never picky, and when an opportunity comes up, it usually means a deer's going down, regardless of its size. With August being in school, I only hunted the mornings of the first few days of the season. Things were pretty slow, and the guys weren't seeing many deer. Well, except for Pete. He was 2 for 2 on the first couple days, and had 2 nice bucks hanging by Wednesday.
Numero uno!
I've been fortunate. Mostly, I usually get 1 a year, sometimes 2.
His brother was number 2.
Monday was a real quiet day. Then we were coming back in, and Tuesday morning was quiet. And then we were having lunch, and my phone let me know that there was a noon buck walking around. So we all went in early, and it presented itself at about 3:30 in the afternoon. So that was number 1. Oddball horns on it. I guess you could probably say it was a spiker.
Oh yeah, it's like a split.
The next morning, went in, I just happened to look to my right, and there was another one walking there on the about 50 yards from where I shot the first one.
Look at that. We got to save those.
And it was another little 4-pointer. I think it was identical to the one I shot the previous day. Same size deers. And yeah, I got fortunate. It was walking away, a quartering away shot, but it didn't go far, maybe 50 yards. Number 2.
Late in the week, on Thursday and Friday, I took August out of school and brought her into the camp, so hopefully she'd bring me some luck. Deer camp isn't all about hunting. It's about camaraderie and keeping traditions, from home-cooked meals, card games, cutting wood, and even enjoying campfires on a cool evening.
And it's just beautiful, you know, everybody getting together, having a laugh, and we got a few deer hanging on the pole, which makes it a bonus.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television brought to you by Minn Kota and Humminbird.
Nothing beats heading into the woods in the dark and watching the woods come alive with the sunrise. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Here, I need you to bring the deer in for me. Stick that out the window and give it a turn.
Oops.
No.
Another one.
There's one now.
Wow.
Sure, one more. Ooh, good one. No, not like that.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
They're money. That's a doe in heat. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, well, we're going to just sit here now and wait for a deer to show up.
That's gonna most likely happen.
It's got to be a buck. We don't have a doe tag.
Yeah, that's my point.
We need there's a 4-pointer. A nice tall 4-pointer.
Isn't that what Pete got?
That comes here a lot. I got on camera. It's got a goiter. Like a growth on its chest.
Oh, that's what.
So we've got my brother's out at his stand. Dave Gagne's out at his stand. Pete, there's a squirrel. Pete Stell, he's out of the cycle. He shot
Two already.
He shot two fork horns or 6-pointer. We'll show you those deer later too. But yeah, so Pete shot 2 bucks, so he's burned his tag and one of the other guy's tags. And Clayton's hunting, so we've got 5 tags? 6. It's really cold. It's minus, what, 7 this morning? And there's lots of frost, so we'll hear the deer coming, hopefully. And with the sunrise, usually comes deer activity. Did you hear walking?
Yeah.
Where is it coming from?
Back there somewhere. Just don't know where.
I'm sure you heard walking.
Yeah, now you just heard a big stick break.
Oh, right there, yeah. Look down there.
Yeah.
You see him coming?
Yeah.
He's coming through there.
He's going that way to the screen.
It's a buck, I think.
I think it's the forkhorn one.
Yeah, it's definitely a forkhorn. That's him. That's our 4-pointer, I think. Can you get a look at him and see if he's got horns? Can you get a look at him?
Yeah, it's the forkhorn. Wait, he's looking.
I'm gonna grab the gun.
Okay, he's walking.
We might get to shoot this 243 after all. He's looking for the doe. He's behind that tree.
What?
He's behind that tree. I'm gonna shoot him. Two more steps forward. I'm gonna shoot him. Okay. He was being cautious, and I could tell he was just looking to connect with the hot doe. He's at a scrape. He's at our fake scrape. See that? Safety's off, August. He's at that scrape where there's a tree between him and me right now. And I realized he wasn't going to offer much of a shot, so as soon as he stepped into a lane, got him. Did he drop?
He just stopped.
I think he fell.
He did. Because I saw him walking.
Holy smokes.
I saw him running and he's not far. Because when I saw him stop, he was like right there.
That's a nice little gun. It doesn't kick too hard. It's loud, though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's
Buck down with the 243, and he didn't go 30 yards. He was going to leave, but he went to that mock scrape I made.
The Hunting Edge is brought to you by Browning Ammunition.
To get the edge over the deer, we used a pair of Burris drop-tine binoculars to scan the woods. Yukon gear kept us warm and comfortable, and I made a great shot using Browning's 243 A-bolt micro, fitted with a Burris Full Field 4 42mm scope. And Browning's BXR 97 grain ammo did its job. A Camillus knife made for easy field dressing, and of course, Yamaha's Kodiak and Grizzly ATVs made getting in and out of the woods a cinch. Okay, let's go find that deer. You got a general spot where you saw him fall? Okay, head over there and make sure he's down. Then we'll go get our bikes, our backpack. All the apples are gone. Oh, is that where he ran, you think? Through here? Oh yeah, this is where he ran. You see any blood in here? That's that blood? Oh yeah, right here. You're right. Oh, there he is, right there. He's right. He didn't go anywhere. He's right there. See his white belly. No tracking involved with this guy. Well, your gun's impressive. Wait here, August. You stay behind me. Oh yeah. What a shot. August, that's perfect shot placement. We sighted this 243 in, and guess what? It is like a laser. There's our 4-pointer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? Okay, you ready? Smells like a buck, doesn't he? Look at that shot. Isn't that perfect? That's his eggs. There's a tick in there. See him? Feel how soft that fur is right there. Okay, so we're gonna call it a tag, all right? Because we've got a good group with us. Okay, so we got a 4-wheeler coming. We'll get a tag. We're just going to drag him out in the open. Then we'll go get our bikes. And everybody will meet back here and we'll take care of this buck. You ready? Yeah. Okay, come on up here and grab a side of the horns. Let's get to drag him out into the open so we can get him. Ready? No, under so you get leverage. 1, 2, 3, let's go. We'll pull him out into the open so we can get him. Oh, he's a heavy fella.
He ate too many apples.
He ate too many apples? That's funny. Well, that couldn't have gone better. Huh?
Yeah.
You like coming to hunt camp? Yeah. Well, we're lucky because August is now licensed. We got an extra tag. So we've got a whole archery season ahead of us. And I'm pretty sure you're going to get to arrow your first deer this year. You saw that? How easy that worked, right? Mm-hmm. Great shot. Deer didn't go, I don't know, 20 or 30 yards. Yeah. And another deer camp is going to be in the books here. Yeah. What do you think? You like it, eh? Beauty. Good deer, too. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Keep pulling. Right there's good, yeah. Now look at this. Kneel down. August is always excited to get her hands on a deer. So after a quick track and a call to the guys to come give us a hand, we gutted the buck and waited for the group to come out. You got it, Clay? You're good, eh? Yeah. You sure? You're happy? Slow. You're pretty good, Simon. One more. Got room for one more. After 30 years, you would think maybe sitting in the same spot in the woods would get old. Not for this guy. And here's hoping I can do it for another 30. And my daughter August carries on this tradition that goes back to the beginnings of our country.
Closed captioning of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you in part by Ontario Out of Doors Magazine. Angler and Hunter Television has been brought to you by Canadian Tire, Mercury Marine and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Ammunition, Browning Firearms, Suffix Fishing Line, Rapala, Camillus Knives and Cuda Tools, and Yukon Gear. For more information on the products used in this episode of Angler and Hunter Television, visit ahtv.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Remember, conserve and protect our great outdoors.